So I started cleaning and reorganizing my things in my drawers where they are stored in this dresser because it was just all over the place and pretty messy and I just wanted to clean it up. But then I realized that it really doesn't make sense to do this half solution because I was getting a new desk and therefore the whole storage situation would change. So today I'm taking you along while decluttering everything I own. I'm gonna take everything out, look through it, decide what I want to keep, and then we're gonna organize it into my desk and into these drawers in a way that's hopefully gonna be working well for the future. So let's get started by taking everything out. So I think this should be everything. I really hope I haven't forgotten anything. I even took 2 sweaters out of the laundry. Yeah, let's get started with decluttering. So these are all the personal belongings that I own that belong only to me. I have a few more things that are for my business and I left these in the drawers. This is just wool and stuff that I bought during the past 2 months, so I am 100% sure I want to keep all of that, and also it's not like my private possessions in that way. I hope you get what I mean. So for decluttering, I like to use the Marie Kondo method of just taking everything out of where it usually belongs and putting it all on a big giant pile, because I do think that like that you avoid this feeling of like, it's there, it's stored well there. I do not need to like think about that, but you really actually take everything out and you have to ask yourself for everything if you want to keep it or not. Now, I have not many things. I am a minimalist, and even though I do not strive to be an extreme minimalist anymore, I still am very intentional with the things I own, with the things that I bring into my life, and also with the things that I'm decluttering. And therefore, I'm not decluttering that much because for most things, I use them on a regular basis. I know that I want to keep them. But I think it's still a good thing to do because no matter how intentional I am, there are always like a few things that I've forgotten about, that I didn't realize I could declutter when it comes to paperwork, for example, or just things that are where it's good to have that one day to ask yourself if you really still want to take that into your future. And there are also a few things like my bike and the desk that I have since a few days that I'm not showing right now because it just wouldn't make sense to take them here. Decluttering, I went through everything and individually decided if I want to keep it or not, and now I want to go over the things that I have decluttered. So look, it's not a huge pile. This thing, I had it for years, and I always said in videos when I talked about all the things I own, that's, yeah, it's just to manage back pain, to like roll over it or other muscles. But I've realized that it didn't really get better. Like it's an amazing feeling to roll your back on that thing when it hurts. It sometimes even felt like it was worse, so I don't think I want to keep that. And I've used it just like a few times a year, so I don't think I need that anymore. And then we just have some paperwork, but I'm not gonna show you because it's like private information on there. Then we have the box of the chocolate that I got for Christmas, and I thought about what I could use it for, and there's just nothing that comes to my mind that would make sense, and so I don't think I need to keep it. Then we have 2 knitting needles. I actually got them for my birthday and could not use them a single time. That's pretty sad. But one of the knitting needles has just like cracked and lost a part of the wood, and therefore it would be really hard to use it because it would just always, it would destroy the wool and it would destroy my fingers, maybe put splinters in them, and it would just make knitting hard, and that just doesn't work for knitting. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of these. And then we have like a pair of underwear that has just holes here in the back. Then I have a single sock, and usually I keep single socks because I pair them with the next single sock, and I think that works really well. But this one here, this has like almost no fabric left on huge parts of the foot. And I have cold feet usually, and this sock just does nothing good for me. This is a bralette. I have since had like more bralettes, and this is just not a color I like, and it's also not close to my skin color, and therefore I think it's just not a practical bralette. I'm a bit sad to let this go. This is the shirt that I made out of the linen fabric, and if you want to see how I made it, I'm gonna link you the video up here. But I realized that it has started developing a hole here on my chest. I think it came out great. I wore it maybe 20 days, so a lot more than the average garment is worn. It's very sensitive to like stains, and so I think I just have to let it go. Then the next thing is actually similar. It's this silk t-shirt or like tank top that I got from my mom's basement. And the thing with this is just, it's too big for me. So I just thought I'll bring it to my next clothing swap. It's a nice piece. Somebody else will like it. It's good quality. It's good like material. And I hope somebody else can just enjoy it a lot more than I do. And what I just said for that t-shirt is even more true for the last thing I'm decluttering, which is this beautiful Organic Basics recycled wool sweater. Now, you know I love Organic Basics and I love their pieces. They are amazing quality. This one is so soft and just, it's very comfortable and everything. But I have a second one, like I have the green one that I like even more. That's like the same line, but the other cut. And I love this color. It's such a beautiful color, and I thought that it's the perfect color for me, but I realized that I don't think it's the case. Just whenever I wear it, I don't like myself in that color. I just don't think I look healthy and good and happy. This is just very, very long, and that's the unisex style. So it's like a men's sweater that women can of course wear as well. But it's like, there's really nothing wrong with the sweater, but it's not the perfect sweater for me. And I do have enough sweaters. So with that said, I show you what I'm keeping, but not into detail. And then we're gonna put everything where it belongs and hopefully have a beautiful storage solution. So these are the things that I'm keeping. And it's of course a lot more. Again, about the box, I'm gonna talk in my next video. And this is the basket I'm now using for knitting. Just all the pieces that are now gonna find their new or old place to be stored. So it's still snowing outside, but this morning we're heading out to go get my new desk. I actually found one on like a local marketplace, secondhand, and now we're gonna go out in the snow with public transport and go get my new desk. So now everything is organized again. I have my new desk with all the work-related stuff and paper things and things that make sense for me at my desk, as well as my knitting basket that now makes it easier to not occupy family space with my knitting projects in a way that is like not good for my family members. And of course I also have my clothes as they have been for a long time in my one drawer. I really like that system and it works well for me. And the rest of my stuff is in this second drawer that is now pretty empty, but that's a good sign, I think, so I have some more room if my possessions fluctuate a bit more. Or for the wool that is now in this bottom drawers and in this huge box, and I still need to figure out where this is going, so that maybe is going to be that second drawer that has now some space left. I hope that this has maybe been able to inspire you a little bit to start your decluttering journey, or to just like me, look through your stuff again. I think that's a good thing to do every now and then. And if you're interested in like individual categories of things that I own, my bathroom things, my capsule wardrobe, my shoe collection, things like that, I will link you these videos down below. And now if you're interested in just what I own and me going through my stuff, I will link you the video right here that talks about everything I own, and this was back in August as far as I know. I hope to see you right there, and bye!